Okay, so I want to just go through and just see if there's any infections left, and because it's actually feeling pretty good given that short list of supplements that tested up. Once again, it doesn't mean other things won't test up again, but that's actually a really good sign from my perspective. Okay, so oh, and you mentioned some blisters or something going on in your mouth last time as well. So has that all settled, or does that feel like it's ongoing as well? Okay. Even just asking the body about infections, the heart chakra just blew. It's like your heart's going, no, no more, no more, no more. And the eighth chakra. So I'm sure you're still out getting lots of running and that sort of stuff going on. So eighth chakra is around feeling safe and grounded. Although, you know, in your work, it's probably safe and grounded probably doesn't fit the daily, how you feel about the whole thing. Yeah, the heart's heavy and it's blowing your eighth chakra, so nature, really important. So connecting the bottom of the feet with the heart chakra. The eighth chakra under the feet helps to integrate the other 7 chakras. It's the earth grid interface. And it's about integration with individual evolution, so where you want to be going in life. So when we're stuck, the eighth chakra just doesn't impact positively for our health. So we need that eighth chakra moving. We need movement, we need energy, we need vitality. An old pain punishment circuit in there. No surprise. Like we've said, this has been going on a long time. Okay, where do we need to go? Spiritual layer. Okay, so not through the chakras, not through a layer of the aura, through the 5 element, through the amygdala, chakra bone combos, no, through fluorescence. Fringe violet, okay. So fringe violet is that really heavy one where there's been damage to your aura, damage to your So some trauma that is still in there. Man, okay, so let's try to time track. Come on, little body. Let go. Okay, so current to 30 to 25 to 20 to 15 to 10 to 5 to 0 to 5. Okay, so it's between 5 and 10. So 5 to 6 to 7, 6 to 6.5, 6.5 to 7 years old, 6.5 to 7. Okay. Masculine, female, masculine. Okay, so someone female in your world. Was it yourself? Someone else? Someone else? Okay. Did it, do we need a grief gauge and DD and egos? Yes, we do. Okay. So you need to think of yourself at that little age. Let's see where we're jammed. Okay. Not feeling accepted. Not feeling connected. So it could be friends at school, could be a family dynamic. Because around that age, so it is the top end of individuation. So when we're becoming an individual, that sort of happens around that 3 to 6 years old. So this is sort of between 6 and 7 years old. So it's the top end of that where you're really trying to move forward into that next stage of feeling where you're comparing yourself to other people and you've become an individual and you're trying to work out where you are within teams and school and how it all works out there in the world, but you're still stuck in the not feeling connected, not feeling belonging, not feeling accepted. So that doesn't allow you to move forward into that next area as easy. And let's face it, that's sort of what you've been feeling within your work this year as well. So you've got to not be a 6-year-old anymore, you're a grown adult. And it's time to go, okay, that's old stuff. I don't need to believe that stuff any longer. Because generally, that stuff we believe about ourselves from our childhood just has no basis on truth. It's the truth of a 6-year-old. It's not the truth of a grown adult, beautiful woman. Okay, so the ego defense mechanisms that were set up at 6. Okay. Right, so at the time, and once again, it's hard without knowing what was going on at the time, but what it set up was a bit of a codependency. So the brain needing someone close by that you can always have to run ideas off or to get or to say what you're thinking so that you got that immediate feedback. So if you're not feeling like you've got that connection with someone this year, you'll be feeling more alone than... So I don't know whether you're ringing people regularly and having chats with your good friends, or whether or not you've found some people to have a chat to, or whether or not you don't chat about 95% of stuff. I know in this year I've been a lot in my head because, people aren't interested in the stuff I've been, looking into. So you end up being in your head a lot, and that's not a lot of fun. Yeah, right. So there's a disassociation. So because you set up this need to have that little codependency going with someone, then there's a disassociation. So when you don't have that little connection, it's like you don't feel connected to more. It's not just that one person, but it's like then you feel disconnected from the earth or the planet or from the population or from the whole. It's like it does more than just needing that one person to be codependent. It ends up making us feel disconnected from so much more than that. Was this you or someone else? Someone else. Okay. So the energy that was coming at you at that 6-year-old time was around sarcasm or disrespect or suspiciousness. So it was quite a yucky energy. So I'm not sure whether there was someone who was impacting on you, because what, 6 you would have been in grade 1, grade 2, something like that. Whether there was someone in there who was quite demeaning you and making you feel icky a lot of the time, because that's like a real yuck energy, you know. It's sort of, and it's at you. So once again, in your current role and not feeling, you know, I know you're really working hard to make yourself feel strong and powerful and energized, but part of you is expecting that energy, and it's expecting like it's like your brain's expecting to feel demoralized, it's expecting to feel less than, it's expecting to feel traumatized and damaged. Anyway, so a little bit of fringe violet. 5 drops. Okay. We need a tuning fork combo. Okay, so governing meridian, so that's the stuff stuck in that subconscious part of the brain. Liver. Yeah, right. This is going to sound terrible because one of the tuning forks is long and one's short. So it's going to give a real heavy vibration, but it'll be interesting to see what the tuning fork combo is about. So, governing meridian and liver. Yeah, right. It's around feeling that people in your life are overbearing, and once again thinking about the developmental directory as around that sarcasm, that disrespect, that so as an adult, because this is what's in the now, but it's come through from when you were 6 years old, is feeling that people in your world are overbearing, and then you end up feeling powerless. Willow bark is the flower essence. And it's for when we're just stuck in that blame. Oh, blame. I think that's actually the name of where we were in the, except it was someone on you. It was because of that energy associated with you, yeah. So basically that's where we were in the grief gauge, but we were there because of the sarcasm and the disrespect and that nasty energy that was coming to you. So there's a bit of that energy that's sort of stuck. So I suppose when we feel fragile and damaged and our aura is lower, we've got cracks in our energy fields, it allows energy to come in from around the place, because our energy field always wants to be whole. So with this willow bark, so willow, the bark flower essence, I'll grab those 2 tuning forks. Where do we need them to go? Do we need the meridian, chakra? Yep, chakra. Base chakra, okay. Anything else? Something else? Tuning fork combos, so the figure eights. Figure eights? Okay, so head, body. And we will particularly focus around the start of that kundalini energy. Get that feminine energy moving. Okay. I take responsibility for my attitudes and now choose to kindly, gently, lovingly and supportively transform my pessimism and my blaming others for all situations in life into all-encompassing love. I make the commitment to kindly, gently, lovingly and supportively acknowledge responsibility for my life situation, create harmony in my thoughts and actions, and joyfully accept the good fortunes of others. I take responsibility for my attitudes and now choose to kindly, gently, lovingly and supportively transcend my unwillingness to be happy for the good fortunes of others and my pessimism into all-encompassing love. I make the commitment to kindly, gently, lovingly and supportively acknowledge responsibility for my life situations, create harmony in my thoughts and actions, and joyfully accept the good fortunes of others. I make the commitment to kindly, gently, lovingly and supportively realign and renew my willpower, focus, concentration, to be in touch with the inner wisdom that gives me optimism, confidence, and the ability to keep myself safe. Okay. Like hopefully having that energy as a kid made you really feisty. You know, sort of having that sort of energy, whoever that was that directed that narky, icky energy at you, hopefully that gave you a real fire in your belly that made you go, no, screw you guys. You know, I'm going to walk my own path, live my own life. I'm not going to be put down. I'm not going to be, you know, so because some people can just turn into the little wallflower, which I don't really see as you. So, but energetically, it's there in this little subconscious area of your little soul that obviously is at the spot where it just needs a little awakening with that little memory, 6 to 7 year old. I might actually leave it there because the last little bit I wouldn't mind getting someone else on the table just to do, because I think we've got to go into some areas of the brain and really help to tweak that, and also to get into those areas associated with the T helper 1, 2 and 3 cells, because that certainly today that seemed to be the big things. And then I can so once I've got a body on the table, I'll just do a little bit more immunity. I might be able to get Blaze to come over tonight or something like that. But anyway, I'll have a chat soon. Okay, bye.